The reason I was actually testing this was because I noticed the win rate was ridiculously high. And when you have a high win rate, you can sacrifice the risk to reward. If 1 to 2 was more profitable, I'd obviously take it. But because the win rate is lower for a 1 to 2 than it is a 1 to 1, just based on it's obviously quite simple why that is. Price is going 20 pips instead of 10 pips. Price is more times going to go to 10 pips rather than 20 pips because it has to travel 20 pips instead of 10. So it's double the distance. And what I noticed was as I was increasing my risk to reward, the profits were actually going down. My drawdown was increasing. My win rate was obviously dropping as a result of this. And you kind of need to find the sweet spot. There's not going to be one that is perfect for every single strategy. But for me, I realized that 1 to 3 was the perfect one for my strategy. I could target a 1 to 10. I could target the previous high from however long ago, which a lot of people actually do. But I'm only focused on this session here. And at this session, when I'm actually setting my limit, when price is at this sort of level, I don't have a high to target. So I had to come up with something that would make it so that I had somewhere to target. I had an area to put my stop loss that meant that I wasn't sacrificing to have a 1 to 0.7 risk to reward on my trades. But I'm okay with having a low win rate as a result of this. So I did settle on 1 to 3 risk reward, which worked out perfectly for me. And as you see, price retested in and we hovered around this area, tagged me in. We did have slight drawdown on this trade, but again, that is completely normal to have drawdown on a trade. Then we play price on and we did end up hitting the take profit for a full 1 to 3 risk to reward. And like I said, if you actually got in at this area here, stop loss below this level, you obviously would have been fine, but you're not going to make as much profit. The risk to reward is just not as good as a 1 to 3. So again, you can make profit, but you won't make as much profit. So that is a simple breakdown. And when I say simple, I mean very, very simple, kind of just outlining my thought process behind some of my trades.